Welcome to Allan Berry Reports TV. I'm your host, Allan Berry Labucan from allanberryreports.com. Thank you very much for joining us. Today we have a new installment of our In the News segment. This show is where we talk about resource companies with recent developments. Before we get started, we have to say some thank yous. We always like to mention Ustream.tv and youtube.com. We use those two websites. We have channels on both. You can find the links up there. And those two channels are instrumental in us being able to broadcast these shows and record them for you to view at your leisure. So we really want to thank the folks over there. Also, we have, if you're watching this show on our website, you'll see on my left and right that we have banners on there. Those our website banners are very important in us being able to bring the show to you. So we want to thank those folks as well. And if you're interested in doing some homework on those companies, just click on the banner. That'll take you to their websites where you can do your own homework. And of course, to you, the viewers, without you, we wouldn't have a reason to do the show. So thank you very much for tuning in and watching the show. On today's show, we have two resource companies to talk about. One is focused on copper, and the other is involved in gold. We have a lot to talk about today, so we'll get right to it. The first company today is AQM Copper Inc. On the disclosure, we're not shareholders of the company. They are a featured company in the Allan Berry Reports email newsletter. We first started coverage of them on November the 2nd, 2009. That was our 26th edition. They've had a name change since we started coverage of them. They were previously known as Apaquindo Minerals. A bit of a tongue twister there, so they changed the name to AQM Copper. And so that's you'd look for Apaquindo. If you look above me on the website, you'll see a report section. And in there, you can find that 26th edition and either read it online or you can download it to read at your leisure. We've also had talked about them on our Ustream channel on July the 27th, August the 5th, and September the 16th. If you look above me there, you'll find the Ustream link. That'll take you to our Ustream channel where you can find those shows. Their website is aqmcopper.com. On October the 19th, they had news out. The headline from that news was AQM Copper announces 82 meters of 1.35% copper and 112 meters of 1% copper and mineralization expands. AQM Copper announced more significant drill results from their Zafranal project located in the northwestern extension of the southern Peru copper porphyry belt near the city of Arequipa. The results that they announced on October 16th or 19th were from 16 drill holes. The highlights included hole ZFDDH 10-106, 108, and 1112 expand mineralization to the east. The deposit remains open to the east, north, south, and at depth. Holes ZFDDH 10-115 and 116 intersect 82 meters of 1.35% copper and 112 meters of 1% copper on the western part of the Zafranal main zone. Some of the reasons that we like AQM Copper is that they're involved in Peru, very mining-friendly jurisdiction. They have a 50-50 joint venture project with Teck Resources. They have a large tonnage open pit target. Drilling is consistently hitting thick intersections of promising grades and zones, and the zones are near surface. They're doing a lot of drilling, and they should have a good flow of news in the coming months. So those are some of the reasons that we follow the company and like what they're doing. Finding very good high tonnage projects that potentially could be open pit mineable for copper or not easy to find. And AQM definitely has one of those. So if you want to do your own homework on the company, check out their website, and that's a great place for you to start doing your homework. Second company today, and we got a couple news releases to talk about from them, is Fronteer Gold Inc. And on the disclosure, we're not shareholders of the company. Our past coverage of Frontier has been on our old radio show, our online radio show that you can find the links above. And if you go to our blog, you'll find a directory, a radio show directory, and there you can find the various shows that Frontier was in, and then go back to the radio show player, and you can have a listen to those shows. We've also had them on our video shows on our Ustream channel on August the 12th and September the 9th, 2010. And then on our YouTube channel, we had them on our October the 5th show. Again, you just go to the links above me there, and that will take you to the YouTube and the Ustream channels where you can find those shows and have a listen and see what we had to talk about. On Frontier's website is fronteergold.com. The headline from that, their October the 13th news release was new drill program targeting Sandman's fourth gold deposit returns multiple intervals of near-surface gold. They go on that Frontier provided an update on expanded exploration and development activities at its Sandman Gold Project in Nevada, including new near-surface oxide gold results from the North Hill deposit, as well as commencement of property-wide exploration drilling. Under a new plan of operations, activities at Sandman have now been extended well beyond previous infill drill programs at the Southeast Pediment and Silica Ridge deposits. They go on in the press release, the majority of holes intersected oxide gold mineralization starting at a depth of less than 25 meters. Highlights from the drilling include, and then they've got a few highlights here, for example, 1.54 grams per ton gold over 37.49 meters, including 8.83 grams per ton gold over 1.98 meters in hole NSM-182. Another highlight was 1.27 grams per ton gold over 27 meters, including 3.11 grams per ton gold over 6.83 meters in hole NSM-185. Then another highlight was 7.75 grams per ton gold over 3.96 meters in hole NSM-184. They also mentioned that Newmont is 3 months into its final year of a 3-year earn-in agreement and has the option of earning an initial 51% interest in the project by making a positive production decision by June 11th, 2011. So they got on that project, they got a really good partner, getting a lot of really good drill results, and Sandman's one of their key projects. So that's the information from that press release that we wanted to talk about. Now, earlier today, when we were getting ready to prepare for today's show, Frontier had a news release out. That's November the 2nd, 2010. The headline from that news release is Frontier Gold completes acquisition of AUEX Ventures. They go on that Frontier Gold and AUEX Ventures jointly announced the completion of the acquisition of AUEX by Frontier Gold. Then there's a quote from Marco Day, who's the president and CEO of Frontier Gold, and he stated, and I quote, "We have consolidated ownership of our flagship Long Canyon asset and created a dominant position in the Pequops, Nevada's newest gold trend. Long Canyon is a unique, high-quality gold project, and Frontier Gold will continue to aggressively grow the resource while advancing the project toward production. We remain well-funded to develop our exciting suite of gold projects. We welcome AUEX shareholders as shareholders of Frontier Gold and look forward to our continued relationship with AUEX team as a shareholder of Renaissance Gold, end quote. Then they go on and they give some of the terms to the takeover. I'll just talk about those. Under the terms of the arrangement, effective today, each former AUEX shareholder will receive 0.645 of a Fronteer Gold common share, Canadian 66 cents in cash, and 0.5 of a share in Renaissance Gold, which will be a new exploration company for each AUEX share held. Ren Gold holds all of AUEX exploration assets outside of the Pequot district and has approximately Canadian $5 million in cash. That's the information from the press release. We're really happy with this development, as AUEX is a featured company in our report that we started coverage of early. And during the time that we have followed them, they have consistently unlocked significant shareholder value. And now their efforts have culminated in a takeover, and we can now add them to our list of featured companies from our reports that have had success with their discoveries and were taken over. We call this our Hall of Fame companies, because they've this is sort of one of the key measures of success for an exploration company, that they find something important enough that a larger company wants to take them over, and we're really happy with this development. Some of the reasons that we like Fronteer Gold going forward, for our shareholders of AUEX that wanted to follow what's happening with the projects that they formerly had, now can follow those through Fronteer. Fronteer is a gold-focused company with several high-quality projects in Nevada, which is one of the most mining-friendly jurisdictions in the world. They're moving toward being a future gold producer and have a strong pipeline of projects from exploration through to advanced stage projects. So they really got a good looking outlook for growth in the future and moving towards being a gold mining company. Again, if you want to do your own homework on the company, the best place to go is start with their website. And as we mentioned earlier, that's frontiergold.com. So that's a wrap on today's In the News segment. But before closing, we'd like to stress that this show and our reports are for information purposes only. We aren't making buying or selling recommendations. It's important for you to do your own research and speak with your financial advisors before making any investment decisions. We're always trying to grow our audience, and any effort you can make to get the word out to your friends that follow the markets on how to find our reports or watch our shows. We really appreciate that. And we also really appreciate you taking the time to watch our show. We're well aware that everybody is busy these days, and we strive to produce a show that saves you time and brings you helpful, high-quality information. Our next show, we're going to have another In the News segment tomorrow. We seem to be getting into a pretty good flow. Today, I cut it down to just talking about two companies. When these shows on YouTube have to be about 15 minutes long, and I was finding that trying to talk about three companies was getting a little tricky, especially if they had a couple news releases out each. So this two per show kind of seems to be pretty good. We'll see how it goes here on in, but we'll definitely be working on a show for tomorrow. We hope you can join us for future shows and watch any past shows that you haven't had a chance to yet. You can find all of our work on our website at allanberryreports.com. Thanks again for tuning in today, and have a great day.